Did you know that you cannot have fear and gratitude at the same exact time? You are incapable to be filled with gratitude and filled with fear at the exact same moment. Something that I heard the other day that really got me going, and it's true, you can't. We may relapse along the way. I have been very fortunate that I have not. But I do know many people that have. And what do? The ones that are still succeeding in their sobriety, they get themselves back up, brush off their pants or brush off their elbows or whatever, and start going all over again. With gratitude that they didn't die, with gratitude that they had the ability to stop again, that last mishap didn't lead to their death, because that happens to so many recovering addicts. They give it one more shot. I'm just going to get high one more time, and they end up overdosing. Because our bodies are so amazing. They're amazing, wonderful things. And they start fixing and getting healthy immediately. And your tolerance goes down. Your body is not tolerant of it anymore. Because we're not built to be putting all of these foreign substances into our bodies that don't do anything but mess with our brains. Basically, that's all these drugs are doing, is messing with our dopamine levels. Those are the good ones, right? We all want dopamine. Any dopamine in a pill is going to be addiction. Any dopamine in a pill is going to be an addictive quality. Like Adderall focuses on dopamine. And I really truly believe so do the opioids, right? Because it kind of gives you this sense of euphoria in a way. My husband was I hope he doesn't mind, I'm sure he doesn't mind, opioid addict, and I was a stimulant addict, and we didn't know each other when we were addicted at all, which is great because we probably wouldn't be together if we did, because I was a totally different person. I did not like myself at all. And I was mean to the guys that I dated. It's like I wanted to see them suffer like I like to suffer. Or I was using them as, friends to party with. But at the end, I didn't even do that. I didn't even want to party with anyone. I wasn't even using drugs for any kind of partying. I was using drugs to get through my day. And I was so fearful that I wasn't going to have enough the next day. I wasn't going to be able to get my doctor to prescribe something. Or I wasn't fearful of losing my house and my home and all the things that I really should have been fearful of. I was only afraid that I wasn't going to be able to get high. And how was I going to be able to do all the things that I was doing, which weren't even important anyways. Now, these days, I am so thankful and I have so much gratitude for the things that I've gone through and the person who I am now, that I truly believe that that's what gets you through the first few years of sobriety. Because if you're like me, you probably hit rock bottom and you might have lost a lot of things. And you could be really scared, like, oh my gosh, how am I going to get all this stuff back? But that really comes while you're still using. While you're still using, you still have this fear-based mentality, like, I can't quit, because if I quit, then I won't have this, I won't have my job, or I won't have my friends, or I won't be able to get up. Once you quit, you're not having that fear-based mentality anymore. You're starting to get grateful and have gratitude for the person you are and the strength that you've found in yourself. and you make it happen. You read about people all the time. I'm one of those persons who made it through. I had no money in the bank. I had to file bankruptcy. I almost was kicked out of my place. My HOA wanted to take my place. I thought like people were against me when I was high, doing drugs. I lost my neighbors, thought I was a crazy person. Things went nuts for me. But once I started getting sober, once I was sober, I wasn't afraid anymore. I was so grateful for my life and for my sobriety. That's all that mattered. And what happens after a little while? You get your family back. You start with another job, or you pick up from where you were, and you get going. You get to living. And you become grateful, and fear is gone. Like, it's gone. Like, what are you going to be afraid of? You've already gone through the worst things you can ever possibly go through. It can't get much worse. So I just wanted to come to you today and just let you know that whatever you are going through, whatever you have gone through, you're a strong human being, and you need to focus on that. Focus on your strengths. Focus on, if anything, your ability to love yourself and get through what takes a lot of people down, which is drugs and alcohol. Many people die from addiction. Like, addiction either goes to death or institutions or jails. Like, and this is so true. That's the only place you're gonna get with your addiction. So getting to sobriety is like a whole new life, and I urge you to keep on it. If you fall off, get up and keep going. Who cares? We all make mistakes. You will learn more from your mistakes and your failures in life than anything else. So figure out what made you. What was the reason why you relapsed? Was it stress? Was it family-based? Was it relationship-based? What's going on? And learn to avoid that in your life, or to handle it in a different way, so that you won't ever have to use a drug, which you probably now know doesn't make anything better, only makes things worse. So now you will have know what to do, so you don't have to fall back on the drugs and hide from reality. You are way too powerful than that. You are way too powerful than to do that to yourself. You can handle anything, and you have. You've gone far in life, but we've gotten caught up in this drug world, and where we think, and it's fear-based. So flip the script, flip it, and start writing down things that you are grateful for. Live in gratitude every day. My name is Lauren Michelle. I come here weekly to talk about addiction and actually more than addiction, but sobriety and recovery. I am not a doctor, and I'm not a therapist. I am a recovering addict. And I hope that you subscribe and give a thumbs up if you like this. I hope you all are having a great day, wonderful week, and I will see you next week.